Hey, everybody, it's Brian again on the wall with my brother Brandon. We're the Brothers of Real Estate. He's in the Seattle, Tacoma area. Today, we're going to talk about kind of three lessons we've learned over the years being real estate agents as well as investors. And I'll take the lead for number one is I wish I did not get my real estate license when I first want to get into real estate investing. I wish I would have went the direction of going to work for a real estate investment company. And let me backtrack. My logic for getting a real estate license was I thought I'd be able to find good opportunities on the MLS and do deals that way. But I learned over the years that, it's better if you really want to do a lot in investing. It can be a handicap having a real estate license. It would be better just to partner with a really quality realtor who can help you achieve your goals. And that way you can focus on finding deals yourself, build a team. So again, I wish I would have either gone work for a real estate company and or built my own team where I could do fix and flips, maybe do some building as well.
Yeah.
I think I would have a lot more financial success early on taking that route rather than just being a real estate agent. What do you think, bro?
My three lessons learned are: one, don't panic. Like on our 6 unit in West Seattle where we panicked and we sold too quickly because it was negative like $500 a month. And we were like, oh, it's going to bleed us dry. And we panicked and sold too early. And we probably left $1 million of equity on the table if we would have just wrote it out another 2 years. And even at 500 negative a month for 6,000 a year, that's 12,000. So lose 12,000, make $1 million. I don't know what's a better thing there, right? So it would have evened out for sure.
And can I go give my second one then? Because that leaves my second one too. Is that hold. I made a mistake. Is that what you just brought up, that property? Some other ones that were. I was lucky getting time in the market 09, 010 in Seattle, where I bought a property with you, bought a property myself, and then bought two properties with the partners. Really, we timed the market at the bottom. But in 15, 16, I knew some people who were really high-end, very successful in real estate, high-end tower, like high-rise towers in Seattle. They were really nervous about the real estate market. So hearing them talk, I decided to sell almost all my stuff. And hindsight, it's a hard thing to find a deal once you have it. I would say just hold, unless you need to do a 10 or you want to do a 1031 something. But otherwise, if you can afford to keep the property, it seems like it's always better to hold the property for the long term as long as possible and just build that equity and hopefully get some cash flow.
I heard a great quote this year: the rich sell, the wealthy hold. So that's my plan is going forward. We are holding. I mean, trading up is one thing, but selling is another, right? Selling out and just stopping. But selling and trading up through trading 1031s, buying more doors, that's not, in my opinion, selling. But I feel like the wealthy hold.
Yep, and that was my mistake, is that I sold because I wanted to be in cash, thinking there'd be better opportunities. No, it's cost me a lot of money by doing that.
Right. So another one for me is reserves, and from personal experience and with a buddy of mine in doing real estate speculation in Vegas, new construction, we didn't have reserves and we got burned. And I try and preach that to all new investors that I work with. If you put every penny down on a property, you better still have a plan for when that water heater goes out or you need a new roof or something. At least start with, even on a small little duplex, maybe $5,000, $10,000, and just a little kitty that's there for cushion. So
yep, and that leads to my third one lesson. And you and I have been very fortunate. Our partnership works really well. Years ago in my 20s, I had one of my close friends, his dad was a big real estate investor, and he said, partnerships are the only ships that do float. He's strongly advised in not doing any more partnerships, where it's worked great for you and I, but I've had other partnerships in the past, and my lesson learned there is that only partner with people who have as much money as you or more money, because when have to add to do reserves, a capital call comes in. If your partner is not well funded, it can create a whole lot of mess issues. And again, I suggest if you do partner, make sure that your partner brings a lot of value to the table. Otherwise, do it on your own.
That's good stuff right there for sure. I agree. If somebody's got all the cash in it, what does the other partner have in terms of skin in the game, in terms of other than just maybe a little time and effort? But yeah, it's better to be as balanced as possible for sure, right?
Yep. All right, what's your third one?
So we have don't panic. We have reserves. My third one is to always have a good plan B. So you and I bought a Airbnb together with some close friends, and we were signing papers the week COVID hit. Couldn't pick a worse time, right, to close on a property that specializes in people traveling around the world and taking vacations. Our pivot was to put long-term tenants in there, and we were able to still stay in the black because we knew that was our backup plan. This property could still operate as a long-term rental. Ideally and optimally, it was short-term rental with some nurses too, but always have a good plan B in case your plan A doesn't come to fruition like you expect, right? Because there could be things out of your control, like a pandemic virus out of the blue that kind of squashes your plans to have a well-performing short-term rental Airbnb business. So have a plan B.
Yep, that's great advice. And if anyone's watching and wants to add, like in the comment section, what kind of they've learned over the years that might be valuable for other people, I'd love to see. But anything you want to add, Brandon, before we go?
Nope. Nobody bats 1,000, and your first deal is rarely a home run. So just keep those things in mind. That the just taking action is going to give you massive education anyway. So Absolutely. Don't beat yourself up for the mistakes like we've made. I don't like we're sharing these now, bro, and I'm not ashamed by them. I'm not embarrassed by them. It's just lessons I know that we won't make again. And 4 years of business school, I was never taught anything close to these lessons. So,
yep.
All right. Cool. Good catching up. Talk to you.